This video is sponsored by the Spirit, the robot from Rocky 4. Hello people, my name is Jimmy and today I'm going to talk about the Titanfall 2 open tech multiplayer test demo tech, whatever they're calling it. So, what is it and is it worth your time? In short, yes, a very big yes. So, for those who might have been living in a cave, it's the sequel to the 2014 Xbox One, Xbox 360 and Windows PC game. Don't know why I said Windows PC. It was pretty warmly received from critics and fans and it looked like it had some legs in it. As a, robots and parkour, where the fuck can you go wrong with that, right? But it did go wrong. It just sort of died. I'm not sure why, but I used to play it myself and then one day I just never did again. It was really strange. I was really enjoying myself, having a lot of fun with it, and then I just one day didn't feel the impulse to go back and play it. Enter Titanfall 2. They're changing it up a lot. They're really giving it a go this time. They're adding a single player mode, they're adding more options for you to use, more modes, all kinds of different things. So I'm pretty excited for it. So I was really excited to get to play the game. So now I'm going to go through some of the modes. First things first, and I feel like I kind of have to make it a little bit of an excuse to myself. I've been playing Overwatch constantly for the past 2 months or so, and so transitioning back into another FPS has been a little bit difficult for me. So if you see myself dying in a load of these clips like this, then you know why. So first up, we have pilots versus pilots. It's okay. It's okay, I guess. It's really just team deathmatch when all's said and done. I mean, the combat in Titanfall 2 is pretty good, nice and fluid. It does feel really satisfying to be able to kill people, as weird as that is to say. But, it doesn't have the Titans in it, and when you kind of take away the main incentive for people to get the kills anyway from the game, and what basically the game is all about, it's kind of a little bit flat. It doesn't really hit any of the notes it should. It reminds me a lot of when you get a box of chocolates, eagerly open it up and find that all your favourite bits are gone, kind of like that time when your bitch sister stole all your favourite ones. I don't forgive and I don't forget, okay Jim, I'm coming for you. If you want to make the most of Titanfall 2 during the open tech Tchaikovsky, I wouldn't really play pilots versus pilots. I would play something else. It's okay, but So next up we have Bounty Hunt, which I think is a lot of people's favourite, and it's kind of easy to see why. It's really fun. It kind of reminds me a lot of King of the Hill, but on crack. It's really high octane, really energetic, and you really have to be on your guard at all times to make sure you're good at it. And it's such a mix of emotions you can get through a game. You can be doing really well, rack up your cash, and then you can get killed once and then be infuriated all and have to go all the way back to the beginning. It's really, really interesting mode, and I'll be happy to see more of it in the finished game. So basically your objective is to rack up as much cash as you can and then deposit it in the bank as a bonus. You can do this by killing grunts and stalkers and AI controlled enemies, and it's pretty simple that way, pretty straightforward, nothing to get too confused about. But when you throw the actual people on the opposite team into the mix, it becomes really, really intense. So say you've just killed about 100 grunts or so, and you probably will because the bastards never stop coming, then you rack up a huge amount of money, but if the opposition kill you, they get half of your money. So say you have $500, they can kill you in one go, and then they can get $250, leaving you $250. Conversely, so if it's really tight margins in the game and it's really close between you and the opposite team, all you have to do is kill their MVP, and then you can get a huge sum of their money usually. And that can really kind of turn the tables and bring the team around for the win. It's really, really good. I've not really seen much of it before. I realise I'm saying really a lot, but I want to emphasise how really fun it is. It really, really is. And I want to see more like it, because really, I love it. If it works this well in the actual finished game and is just as exciting, then it's kind of guaranteed that people will pick up Titanfall 2. And I've kind of coming around to the feeling that maybe I will already, even though I've only played about 10 hours of it or so. I know 10 hours in a weekend, that's a lot, but I don't have a life. And lastly, we have my personal favourite, which is Amped Hardpoint. Yeah, so it is a lot like Battlefield's domination mode, but I guess that's kind of why I like it. Just simply adding robots into it and a lot more high octane action, and that's a winner straight away in my books. The objective is pretty simple here. All you have to do is hold down some hard points until you reach the scoring limit and you beat the team. It's really straightforward, but that's part of its charm. Things can get a little bit complicated and quite intense if you amp up your hard point and the opposition haven't. So this means that you get twice as many points as them, so even if they have 2 and you just have 1, then you're still in the game and in with a shout. Bringing in the Titans adds a lot of extra depth to the mode as well, so if you start off badly, you're not going to end very well either, because those who start off the best usually end the best, because they get the Titans first, they get the incentive, they get the initiative, and they just on the front foot, so you have to start well. So you have to be with a good team, you have to be consistently on your game, and yeah, you just have to really be at it at all times. You can't take your eye off it for a second. Considering it's only Kevin Costner's open range tech test demo, it's got quite a lot going for it in the customization stakes. You get quite a variety of classes, so I usually go as the front rifleman just because he looks the coolest, I think. And then you can choose what kind of things you have with it. So I've got grenades, I usually stick with a one gun, and then you can add extra things to that gun to make it betterer. You can have pistols, anti-Titan weapons, you can choose other skills and boosts and other things that can really give you an advantage. This is my loadout, and this is really what I go with most, and I get a lot of fun with that. But you can also have Titans as well, obviously because it's Titanfall, but you have a choice of two in the demo. So you have Iron, which is kind of like a laser kind of dude, and then you have Scorch, who is fire, obviously, and he's got a lot more damage. Really up to you how you play as both of them and what you get out of them, and if you can master them, then you've pretty much mastered the opposition. It's really interesting. And so you get other little options as well, as you can see here. So you can have amped weapons that basically make you more powerful, and you can get ticks, these little like mobile grenades, and also choice of factions. I usually go as the Apex Predator because they're cooler, obviously. So how does it measure up overall? Is it as good as the original? I think that's an easy yes. I think it's got more to it than the original game ever had already, even though you have got quite a limited amount that you can do in it. And I just got really optimistic about it. I'm looking forward to Titanfall 2 a lot. But, and this is the game's biggest but that I cannot deny, it might still struggle to keep people interested, even with a single player campaign, because it's not radically different from the first game in terms of multiplayer. It plays more or less the same, from what I can tell anyway. Then again, this is only a small slice of the game itself. Who knows how many different modes and how many different guns and customization options we'll have then. You can have many different Titans with many different personalities, and so yeah, I'm really excited for it, and I just wish it the best. But it all comes down to how well Respawn and EA sort of handle it post-launch, and if they kind of do a lot to keep the people happy. From what I've gathered so far, Titanfall 2 is a very tight, very exciting game. To those who have played the game, what do you think? You excited for Titanfall 2, or has it kind of dampened your expectations a little bit? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Bye!